how do you think you'll do in the World Series now?
I think we're going to win. We've won when we've had to before, and we have the type of club that rises to the occasion. I don't know how many games it'll take, but I think our club will win.
Do you think your pitching will stand up in that series?
Very definitely. I think that we've got the best two starting pitchers on any club in either league, in Bob Friend and Vernon Law, and fine pitchers behind them.
The one thing that interests me about Vernon Law, you hear a lot about the beanball and throwing at batters. Law has been quoted as saying he won't do it. Is that a fact that Law is one of those boys who does not believe in throwing at batters?
Well, Vernon doesn't actually throw at a batter. There are different types of brushback pitches. One, you actually try and throw at the hitter and knock him down. The other one, you pitch him high and tight in order to set him up for another pitch. And knowing Vernon as I do, he's a great competitor, and he's going to do everything that he can within his own conscience to win ball games, but I know that he'll never try and hurt anyone.
Well, how many pitchers in the major leagues today, Mr. Brown, are famous for their beanball? I'm not talking about the brushback pitch.
I think there are very few. I think the thing has been magnified all out of its proportion. I think the hitters scream like the dickens today when it was a matter of custom 10, 15, 20 years ago for you either to throw over the top of your head, not with any idea of hitting you, but merely to let you know that the pitcher's out there to earn his bread and butter too, or either that or they would come down high and inside. You've got so many hitters, particularly in our league, whose head and shoulders and arms are right over the plate. Frank Robinson with Cincinnati is one of them. He's hanging right over the plate. And you throw a ball inside, and he doesn't, when I say inside, I mean over the inside part of the plate. And if he doesn't move his body, you're going to hit him.
Well, Mr. Brown, we certainly want to congratulate you and that fine team up in Pittsburgh for winning the flag this year, and we certainly hope you do well in the World Series.
Thank you, Joe.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Well, tonight the Pittsburgh Pirates are in. They have just won the National League pennant. And with us tonight is the general manager of the Pittsburgh team, Mr. LeRoy Brown. Mr. Brown, how do you feel on this great night up in Pittsburgh?
Highly elated, of course, Joe. This is a dream of a lifetime for anybody who's ever been connected with baseball. Just tickle to death.
Well, how many years has it been since Pittsburgh won their last National League flag?
33 years. We are the last club in either league to go without winning a pennant. We won in 1927.
Well, that, I know, is bringing lots of joy up in Pittsburgh, and strangely enough, or it may not be so strange for you, there are a number of Pittsburgh fans right here in Roanoke that I know are rejoicing with you tonight. And what have been some of the contributing factors that have played heavily in your favor this year, Mr. Brown, in your drive to the flag?
Well, Joe, I think, of course, first of all, I've got to give a great deal of credit to the field manager, Danny Murtaugh, who's done just a great job for us all year. As a matter of fact, ever since he's been with our club, but particularly this year because in the heat of the pennant race, he had so many vital decisions to make. But I think the one big thing in our club's winning has been team balance. Everyone has contributed. Everyone has had a hand in winning one game or more. When I say everyone, I mean not only the fellows who are the stars, the stickouts on the ball club, but men on the bench, fellows like Gene Baker, Dick Schofield, Bob Oldest, people who the general public don't really recognize or give much credit to. Throughout the season, those fellows have either won or contributed to at least one victory or more each, and it's been that way. From day to day, a different fellow will pick up the ball club. We just had so many different individual daily stars that you've got to say this has been a team victory.
Well, Mr. Brown, several years ago it was said that Pittsburgh had a young team and one of the most brainy in the league from the standpoint of discussing everything but baseball when they weren't playing. Is this still the case? I know intelligence has a lot to do with winning, but the boys really, they must have their mind on baseball and nothing else out there as the days go by then.
Yes, Joe, I would certainly say so. Our team now is no longer considered one of the kid teams in the league as we were at one time, but we're not an old club. We have a few fellows who are past 30, but I'd say out of our 25 active players who are with us for the majority of the season, at least 20 are less than 30, so that we still have the nucleus of a good club. But the thing that you mentioned, intelligence, I would have to say is one of the factors that contributed to a great extent to our winning also. Our fellows have played intelligent, heads-up, brainy baseball throughout the season. We have not made too many mistakes.
One more question, Mr. Brown.